The past year has been historic, and we are not talking about the pandemic. The market recorded unexpected IPOs, an increase in cryptocurrencies and an appreciation of shares. The number of billionaires on Forbes' 35th list of the world's richest people, published annually, has exploded to an unprecedented number of 2,755 people, 660 more than in 2020. In all, consolidated fortunes reach $13.1 trillion, well above the $8 trillion on the 2020 list. This year, the Forbes list brought together 28 women with a fortune in excess of $1 billion, 26% more than the previous year. Among them are heirs, businesswomen, and entrepreneurs from different sectors. Check out this video, the top 10 list of the richest women in the world, and a surprise in this list. Top 10. Iris Fontbona. The 78-year-old Chilean woman has a fortune of $23.3 billion. Iris Fontbona is the widow of Andrónico Luksic, who built a fortune in mining and beverages. Iris also controls the mining company Antofagasta plc with its children. Top 9. Gina Rinehart is considered the richest person in Australia, with a fortune valued at $23.6 billion. Gina is the daughter of iron explorer entrepreneur Lang Hancock and was responsible for restructuring the family company, Hancock Prospecting. Top 8. Suzanne Klatten. The 58-year-old German has a net worth of $27.7 billion. She owns 19.1% of BMW, from the marriage of her mother, Johanna Quandt, to Herbert Quandt, who ran the company. Top 7. Yang Huiyan. At 39, the Chinese has $29.6 billion in equity, from 57% of the shares of Country Garden Holdings, a real estate company. Top 6. The list also includes the names of Jacqueline Mars. The 81-year-old American has a fortune of $31.3 billion. She and her brother John own 1/3 of Mars Incorporated, a food company founded in 1911, which owns brands like M&M and Skittles. Top 5. Miriam Adelson, from the casino business, wins the 5th position. The second oldest in the list, at 75, Miriam accumulates $38.2 billion, coming from the casino business. Miriam Adelson controls 56% of the shares in the Las Vegas Sands Casino, created by her husband Sheldon Adelson. Top 4. Julia Cook, the fashion assistant who years ago became one of the richest women in the world, took 4th place. At the age of 58, David Koch's widow owns 42% of American Industry Cook, the largest privately held company in the United States, and has a net worth of $46.4 billion. Top 3. Mackenzie Scott, Bezos' ex-wife, with whom she was married for 25 years. At 50, she accumulates a fortune of $53 billion. During the pandemic, it donated $1.7 billion to 119 social entities. Top 2. Second in the ranking is Alice Walton, daughter of Sam Walton, founder of Walmart. She lost her post as the richest woman in the world, but she still earned $7.4 billion last year thanks to the company's stock appreciation and added up to a total of $61.8 billion in her account. And now, before revealing who our top 1 is, let's remember all the richest women and see what this year's surprise was on the Forbes list. Top 10. Iris Fontbona, 78 years old and a fortune of $23.3 billion. Top 9. 67-year-old Gina Rinehart with a $23.6 billion fortune. Top 8. Suzanne Klatten, 58, with a fortune of $27.7 billion. Top 7. Yang Huiyan, 39, with a fortune of $29.6 billion. Top 6. Jacqueline Mars, 81 years old and a fortune of $31.3 billion. Top 5. Miriam Adelson, 75 years old and a fortune of $38.2 billion. Top 4. Julia Cook, 58, with a fortune of $46.4 billion. Top 3. Mackenzie Scott, 50 years old and a $53 billion fortune. Top 2. Alice Walton, 71 years old and a fortune of US $61.8 billion. Extra. This year's surprise on the Forbes list was the name of Whitney Wolfe-Herde, co-founder of the relationship app Bumble and the youngest woman ever to make an IPO, initial public offering, in history. At the age of 31 she has an estimated fortune of US $1.3 billion. Top 1. And finally the long-awaited and our top 1 and 12th in the Forbes general ranking is the French Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers. At 67, French Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, the only child and heir to Liliane Bettencourt and Eugene Schuler, founders of the cosmetics giant L'Oréal, valued at US $73.6 billion. If you liked this video and want to see more videos like this, please leave your like, subscribe to the channel and comment below which next videos you would like to see.